We're on our Boy Scout Kittatinny mountain hike, and we were just coming out of the Parker Trail on a mountain bike area, and it was pretty good. We're refilling tires, and some of the group is going to continue on the Parker Trail over to Krieger Road, and some of us are going to take the road. This stretch of road is under repair. The bridge is out down there. And this is September 3rd, 2010, the Labor Day weekend. It's Friday, and we're enjoying it. You guys enjoying it?
Oh, yeah!
All right. Well, we are almost halfway through our trip. We've stopped for lunch, and we've had an accident. Two of us are injured, and I'm having to bail out, and another is doing okay. But the trip is more than we thought. And we are going to modify it by taking the hike tomorrow. I'm going to be putting my bike in the van and being a passenger. And this is, another YouTube video. This is Park Service Road 615. We just got off of Big Flatbrook Road, which is a woods road with lots of rocks. There's a nice field somebody just cultivated. And there's the hills in the background. What time is it? It's 1:35 in the afternoon. So far it's just cloudy, no rain. I'd say the temperature is about 80, and it's very, very humid. This goldenrod is starting to bloom in the distance, the yellow. Actually in the foreground too. A good honey plant for the bees. Okay. Everybody having a good time? Okay. Here we are at the bridge leading to Millbrook Village. The lead group of scouts is over there by the big flat brook, walking down. I expect to see the others coming. Here comes a car. You get across. The others are coming this way, coming from down the hill. They'll be coming over here. Right there. There's an area where it was very rocky and the rocks were falling down. They had a big fence over there to contain the rocks. This road goes straight onto Old Mine Road. This is 615. We have to turn left across this bridge to head to Millbrook Village. Oof. So the guys are walking down on the rocks and cooling their feet off. This is the Big Flat Brook. It's a very popular trout stream, trout fishing. This is in the Delaware Water Gap National Recreation Area. Let's see what this bridge looks like. Hey, there's a frog that just hopped. There he is. Here he goes. Here's the bridge. Oh, look. So the old bridge, we're not going. Oh, yeah, they've got the old bridge gated off. There's a new one I couldn't see from on the other side. Underneath a nice concrete bridge. Don't know how old that is, but by looking at the rocks, easily 1920s or maybe even earlier. Oops. Maybe even earlier. And, I wonder what we can see in here. I do see some fish fry in the shallows, but they're kind of small. I wouldn't expect, maybe I'm wrong, but they're there. What I'm looking for is algae. I see some kind of greenish algae, but what I'm looking for is a red algae called Audinella hermanii, or some people think it's a different life cycle of an algae called Batrachospermum, and I forget the species. There's a nice deep pool there, boy. I bet you'd find some trout in there. I'm even thinking I see something. I'm thinking of jumping in is really what I'm thinking. I would love that. Here's the brook, the Big Flat Brook we're still in Sussex County, New Jersey. Alright. Boom. They're throwing rocks. Whoop! I really did jam my thumb when I crashed. It's very sore. I'm able to get a little bit of rotation out of my forearm, but it's still very painful in the elbow area. I really took a tumble. I mean, I remember seeing my bike on top of me. My back was parallel to the ground, and I didn't feel a thing when it happened. But boy, it was tough to get up. Got a big bruise on my right elbow, bloody bruise, and a cut on my left leg. And the biggest thing is the left elbow. I didn't hit with the left elbow, but it was probably just the jamming. When I hit, my left brake is twisted down, the handlebars were knocked out of alignment, and it was an interesting fall. Alright, you know what? Here, what's this? Maybe this is just a garbage can. Let's see what it says. Oh, okay, it is. It's just trash. No household trash. Oh, here comes some of our bicyclists. That's Mr. Prohl.
Where have you been?
Alright. If I turn this off, I'm gonna not be able to turn it on right away. Oh, my arm.
Holding down the brake on my front tire.
Alright, let me see. He was far ahead of the rest of the pack. I'm going to shut this down a minute. Okay, here comes somebody down the hill. That looks like it's Chase. It is. Oh no, it's Andrew. Excuse me. Here he is.
Hello.
Somebody's waiting down there, talking to the group. Let me zoom in. I am in all the way, I guess. Yeah, okay, I am. Nobody else yet. What time is it? It's 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm going to turn this off again.
I love cycling!
Here's one of our scouts passing. Okay. And now it's 2:34. Still another group back there. A number of us have fallen on this trip. That one stretch, the mountain road or Brook Road, actually Flat Brook Road, that was kind of unexpected. It was a dirt path. And we had a couple of spills. No, I don't see anybody else coming. Let me shut it down. Here comes another cyclist coming down the road. Ah, yes, that's Chris John. He took a spill on the first stretch of the road, and he was sore for a bit. He's walking up some of the hills. Say howdy. Say howdy.
Hi.
And here comes here comes a group of scouts. Okay, looks like I see 3 of them. Here's a 4th and a 5th. Yeah. Ow. Okay. Yeah, We have to have horns or bells for, ouch, safe scouting. Is this the end?
That's it.
All right.
Downshift, Scott. Downshift.
I'm just down in the big flat brook. Everybody's here. I'm, just rinsing off my head. I'm trying to see if I can hold this video camera with my left hand, but I can't. Maybe if I support it here. I was just looking here, and I found an aquatic plant with some really good roots. There we go. Now, I would like to say that it's Elodia, but I am not 100% certain because there's what's the other one that I'm thinking of? Hydrilla. And I don't remember what the differentiating characteristic is of hydrilla. I'm trying to look at it and see if the leaves are in a rosette. It does appear that they are. There's actually sections there, and I've got my glasses off, so it's a little hard to see unless I pull it close. There's some algae here. Oh man, that looks like that's spirulina. Not spirulina. What am I thinking of? Spirogyra, not spirulina. That's marine. And let's see. There's one. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 leaves in each whorl, and it branches. It's interesting. I'll have to find out. This will enable me to take a look. I'm out of the picture. Let's see if that can be seen. This will enable me to take a look. Okay. What else? Is there more down here? Yes, there is. It's rooted. It's rooted. There are definitely little baby fish swimming in there. Okay. Let me shut this down. Well, this is Millbrook Village. We can walk around and take a look at it. We're waiting here actually for the rest of the scouts to make it up the small hill. The major hill still is to come. Oh, look at this. This is a, wow, is that maybe a hitching post? It's iron. You know what it might be? I'll bet you that's what it is. That's the sprue to a place where, I mean, that's the sprue to a casting, quite possibly. Looks like a tree, though. It looks like a tree that was cut off, but it is definitely iron. And, wow, look at that. You can actually see the parting line down the middle. You can see right through it. It's 2 pieces. So, I don't know if it's a sprue or not. That would be where on each one of these little spots, that's where the iron would flow into another cavity where the part that was being made is located. I could be way off. It could be just some artistic design. This is a carriage house, or there's a carriage in here. Here's a sharpening stone. There's an anvil. Oh, this is the blacksmith shop. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's 2 anvils there. Fire extinguisher. Here's a vise right in the front. Huh. Blazing white. Oh, here it's the temperatures. Blazing white, 2,700 degrees. White, 2,500. Light yellow, 2,300. Yellow, 2,000. Orange, 1,800. Light cherry red, 1,600. Cherry red, 1,450. Dark cherry red, 1,300. Blood red is 1,200. And dark red is 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So there's your estimation of the temperatures. Okay, and there's an old push lawnmower. I don't know what this is back here. This is a 1850s to in that general vicinity village. It really was never a real village. A lot of these buildings were moved here, but it's typical of what a village would look like. Millbrook Millbrook was a village, but not all of these buildings were original to here. They had a fence that has since rotted. Here's an apple tree. And what do we have here? Let's see if I can figure this out. Hay. Yeah. Okay. Scouts are waiting. Okay, we don't want to keep them waiting. Okay. I think, yeah, no, I'm positive they've got a Methodist church here somewhere. What's that say? That says the farm orchard. Oops, 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 oops. Yeah, here we go. Oh, we have to go over here. All right. Well, I am going to walk around the block, so to speak, to get around to where I have to go. Clapboard. We went inside of one of the buildings. You can see the hand-hewn beams. Oh, there's a mill. There's the water wheel. I think that's the church. It is. That's the church. Here's a well that's capped off. Can we get through there, Andy? Okay. I think I'll go over this way. A barn, maybe? That's what it looks like. What does it say? It says Traeger's Barn. And there's a house. So they've got a modern stove in there. Here's a corn crib. Outhouse. Oh, that's the visitors building where we were before, where I saw the hand-hewn beams. Oops. Okay. Here we are. Okay.
Yeah.
Millbrook Village. Delaware Water Gap National Recreation Area. Here we are at Camp No-Be-Bo-Sco. It's 5:15. We're the bicycle half of the group. The hikers still have not arrived. There are parking lots underneath some high-tension power lines. I wish I had a fluorescent light. We could light it up. There's one of the ridges. You can see there. You can see how it's got a buzz cut right up there, a reverse Mohican. And we're in Site Hopi. You're out of focus. You're out of focus. All right. So, all right, I'm not going to go any further here for now. I was just reminded by one of the leaders here that I forgot to say that this bicycle trip was from High Point State Park, the group camping ground, all the way here to No-Be-Bo-Sco outside or in Blairstown, roughly 30 miles. We did have to alter our plans. We were going to hike up Buttermilk Falls in the Delaware Water Gap National Recreation Area, but due to injuries and tiredness and time, and it was taking a lot longer than we expected, we had to modify plans and just continue on the bike hike and forget about the hike, which will be tomorrow, because we need to get camping merit badge, that one requirement. And that's what we're planning on doing. All right.